Hello, hello, YouTube community. It is Wednesday, is it not?
It is Wonderful Wednesday.
It is Wonderful Wednesday. Lisa, look at that girl confetti that's falling. It is Wonderful Wednesday. Thank you guys for joining us. Tonight, before we get kicked off, I do want to say hello out there to MB Walker's TikTok community. I know this is a new setup for you guys. You're probably used to seeing his face, but you're seeing his wife's face tonight because we want to share this wonderful, awesome discussion tonight titled Behind the Mirror, revealing the hidden truths of narcissism.
Woo!
And now we decided that, many requests and just seeing so much circulating about narcissism, we decided to do a segment. And tonight was supposed to be a panel discussion, but one of our members was not able to join us on stage. But nevertheless, we're going to get the conversation going. But before we do, if you are new to the Ladies Podcast Show, once again, I'm going to say the Ladies Podcast Show, or if you will formally subscribe to DM Fusion TV, please like, share, and subscribe to the Ladies Podcast Show. And Lisa, you probably can do it better than me. Point to the barcode on the screen. There you go. So there, upper right-hand corner, there's a barcode on the screen, and you can just take your handy-dandy phone here, and you can hit that barcode, and you can scan it, and it's going to take you directly to our YouTube site. There you go. How wonderful. How beautiful.
Look, come on in the room. There you go.
Come on in the room. You heard, Lisa.
That's it.
Come on in the room. So, and on the bottom, there is a ticker or a banner that will let you guys know what the Ladies Podcast Show lineup is. Starting with myself, Debra, every other Sunday, I do a show. Pretty much that's on the spiritual slant, but I do talk about other things. I just did a show this past Sunday, so I won't be on this upcoming Sunday. Velma will be with us. She'll do her show next Monday. Lisa's on here every Tuesday, every fabulous Tuesday. Talk to him, Falisa. Yes. She was just on last night with an awesome topic.
every terrific Tuesday, no matter what the title is.
Tuesday, yes. Let me get all that together. And Wednesday, Lisa and I, we're always on here on Wednesdays. We love talking to you guys. We love our community that is forever growing, and we are so ever grateful. And so without further ado, hey, Cassandra, welcome.
Hey, Cassandra.
Lisa, you ready to get into this thing? Yeah.
I'm excited, Debra. I'm just gonna be like Celia from The Color Purple. I'm just gonna sit back and see what the wall gonna look like.
You gonna see what the wall gonna look like? Well, baby, we're gonna put some color on that wall.
That's all I can do.
We're gonna put some color on that wall, revealing that
I wore pink.
Yes, and it's pretty. It is pretty. I like it.
Thank you. I'm representing breast cancer month up there.
Okay.
My mother is a survivor.
True.
6-year survivor. 6 years.
That is true. That's wonderful.
Hi, Magic Smith. Hey, Sherry. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hello, Magic. Sherry.
Thank you for coming into the Ladies Podcast. Come on, Debra. I'm gonna feed off of you tonight, Debra. Come on, let's roll. Let's rock and roll.
Hey, and those in the comments, and Cassandra, Magic, Sherry, and everyone else that's going to be joining in the comments, please give your feedback. This is a topic that I've been kind of shying away from because it just seems such an awful personality trait to have. And so I'm going to be learning as we're sharing and talking about this topic. And so let's see where it goes. Okay. So please don't be shy to give your feedback in the comments. All right. With that being said, I do want to kind of do an intro, Lisa, because like I said, I'm not too familiar about this personality trait. But as I understand it, narcissism is a complex personality trait that can manifest in various ways. It has a range of traits, often making relationships with narcissists challenging. It can be from childhood, grooming from childhood, whether your parents were overly protective, I even want to say it can be, something that was handed down from one of your parents through, through their DNA. And so we're going to get into it just like any other personality characteristics or traits. Sometimes it can just, you can be born with it. All right. With that being said, let's get into the first question, Lisa. Let me pop it up on the screen.
I'm ready. I gotta learn. I gotta learn it from you. I gotta learn it.
All right. First question is up there on the screen, Lisa. YouTube community. What are some common traits of a narcissist?
Ooh, I'm not going to be the first to jump in tonight.
I'll jump in. I'll top us off with 3.
Okay.
We can probably just talk about them as we go.
Okay.
Grandiosity, an inflated sense of self-importance. I am important. I am above everyone else. My life has more meaning and purpose than you. And it's just a belief that they are superior to others. Now think about that. Have you guys come across or been in a relationship or maybe having a family member or friend that may have that type of personality trait? Grandiosity. I'm better than everyone else. My life is the only one that matters.
Oh, Lord Jesus. This thing get heavy. Before I come in on that, can we for the people that's chiming in may not be familiar with the word narcissist. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm, you did.
Can we give them another word like bipolar?
I did not come across
not bipolar per se, but another word that's being selfish and doing a lot of evil things to gain attention to themselves when they know that they're wrong. Because a lot of people that chime in may not understand exactly what that word means. So before I answer your question, before I add on to what you said, because you said you had 3 things, I'm going to listen, and then I'm going to come back with what I have to say.
Okay, so it is a personality disorder like bipolar. It's a personality disorder like schizophrenia, and so there are many characteristics, or traits that go along with it. But what I am not clear on, and maybe our audience tonight can help me get clear on, is that do you have to have a certain number of these traits to be determined that you're a narcissist, or is it just 1 or 2? Now that's what I'm not clear on. But like it is a personality disorder. It's a very challenging personality disorder to be involved with or engaged with. And so to better understand what this personality disorder looks like when you're interacting with someone who is a narcissist, that's why we want to give some, answer the first question. First question is, what are some common traits? So understanding what the common traits are will help us better define what a narcissist is. And the first one I said was grandiosity. Mm-hmm. They're better than anyone. There's sugar, honey, iced tea don't stink.
I'm with you. I'm listening. Go ahead. I got your back. Go ahead.
Right. They walk around like they're the kings and queens of the earth. So that's just one of the personality traits. Another one is the need for admiration. Now, what does that mean? You want to be admired by everyone all the time. A constant craving for praise and validation from others. That could be exhausting. If it's a family member, you can just limit your exposure to them. You ain't got to be around them. But if you're in a romantic relationship with someone like this, you can even friendships. It could be exhausting to always to be in the company of someone who always wants you to praise them. Oh, girl, your hair look good. Oh, girl, I like those shoes. Oh, girl, your perfume smell good. Oh, girl, your makeup is banging today. Ooh.
It is exhausting, but carry on. I'm ready.
I got time to saying it. All right, another one, Lisa, is lack of empathy. Now, I think this is an important. This one stuck out to me, Lisa.
Okay.
When you lack empathy, compassion, you don't feel, any emotion from someone when they're struggling or going through something or get hurt. you have no emotional tie to people or things. It's like it's a difficulty recognizing or care about the feelings of others. That is that's tough. I don't even think I could trust someone like that who lacks empathy.
I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Those are three I'm going to give, Lisa. I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Well, I'm going to elaborate off of what off your three.
Go ahead.
And I'm glad you broke it down like that, and so our viewers can relate and understand. And I see A Burks has chimed in. Hey, Miss Burks, how you doing? Hey, Urban, how you doing? Hey, Linda says self-control.
Self-control. Okay.
But that's what Linda Baptist says, self-control. But the empathy part, I'm gonna start from there and I guess work my way back up.
Okay.
I don't want to hog up a lot of time. I don't want to take full control tonight. I want to hear from our audience like 100% tonight. But I'm gonna start with the empathy part. And great, by the way, Debra, how you broke all three of those down. You've been studying, you've been researching.
I had to. I'm not familiar with this personality trait.
Like I said, it's almost on that same class of bipolar, schizophrenic. It's almost in that same family. I don't know how deep you research before I get into my my empathy part of it, but a lot of people when they're on medication, because I used to work in the pharmacy, but I wasn't introduced to narcissists when I was in Washington. This is something new. Word is new for me. When I Googled it, I kind of saw all of that in it when I got the title for tonight's show. A lot of people, I believe it is hereditary. I believe here something is wrong with those people. Because like you were saying, I'm going to start with the empathy part first. The empathy. I'm experiencing something similar to that right now with a very close family member. And it's almost at the point where it has gone from bad to worse. And I want to ask that person, do they need counseling? Do they need help? Do they need to sit down and talk to someone? And I will go with you. And to make it easier, if you feel like I need to be counseled, then okay, I'll sit there and get counseled too. Because a lot of people, they don't know. Like a lot of people don't know that they have this problem. A lot of them do, a lot of them don't. A lot of them will not admit it. A lot of them, if they ever get diagnosed with it, they will not take the medicine, because the first thing they will say is what? I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy. That's the first thing they'll say.
Right.
Not fully understanding what that word means. From the medical perspective of it. Okay. And when you talked about the part about the friends always wanting compliments, like they need compliments, they thrive on compliments. I know a lot of people like that right now that I deal with personally, and they need compliments
all the time. Every time you're in their presence.
Every time I'm in their presence, or on the phone.
Serious? That is
or on the phone. Like I told you the other day, I could do a podcast show, 3 shows a day. Because I got that type of stuff. People that I know, people that I'm encountering with, things around me, that I'm affiliated with. On my right, on my left, behind me, in front of me, and when you get to be around people like that, that seem like a lot of different split personalities. You have to, if you want to continue to deal with those folks, you have to jump on the bandwagon quick with them kind of people. They never admit that they do anything wrong. Never. They never.
Even when you got the evidence and present it to them.
Even if you show them.
Okay.
True story. Prime example. True story. Okay. I recorded someone. We were going through a little something. And it got so bad, I recorded the conversation, because I said one day I'm gonna play it back for her. When everything smoothed over with her and we picked up the pieces and moved forward, and to this day we have still moved forward. We're good. I played it for her, like eventually, however long later, she said, that ain't me. She said, Lisa, that ain't me.
What?
I didn't say that. That is not me. I said, well, who was it? That's your voice. This your phone number.
Wow.
You know, people always, we're talking about this word narcissist. People always want you to be there for them, be their cheerleader, have their back, and give them all of this credibility, clout. They want you to make them look so good, and it's all about them. But they won't give it to you. They will not give it to you.
A narcissist do not give out compliments. Are you see? Well, I can see that. I can see that because
the ones that I know and deal with from time to time. You know, I can't call names here, but I know two that has been diagnosed and take medication for it.
So there's actual medication for
person? It's in that same family of depression, bipolar, mental disorder. It's in that same family, but that's the word that they have been diagnosed with.
Narcissism. Get out of town.
Yeah. And you know, you can't help but to see it, because look at the world we live in. Look what we live. Look at everything that's going on around us.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of chaos going around.
Do it seem like anybody really care, have a compassionate heart?
No, they don't. It's like they're in their own world. They're only concerned about
north, south, east, and west. All you hear is what? Complaining.
Right.
It's nothing we can do about it. We can't do anything about the economy. We don't run the world. We don't run our government. We're just here following protocol, right?
Pretty much.
And the ones that are so eager to come to the great Northern America, United States of America, they come over here and they get the best treatments of everything. But the American law-abiding citizens that was born here do not.
Yeah, that is a discussion out there right now, especially what's going on in North Carolina.
If I don't know if you are, but I'm not. If you're kind of following the debate, what is that? That's narcissism. Narcissism. Say it again. The ism one. Narcissism. That's all you see. That's all you see. That's all I see. And it just seems like, woe is me. What about me? Don't nobody care about me. I. Me. Forget y'all. I don't care about none of y'all. I don't care if y'all eat or live.
Well, listen, do you think that social media has played a part in
we
developing these narcissists?
You know, we talked about this a lot. You know, we've been podcasting since November, and you know, we say this a lot. This has come up a lot in our, on our show. You know, if I have to use the word episode, like every episode at some point in our conversation, just about that comes up. Social media. But it's easy to blame social media, but when you are one of those people that I know personally, is I can't blame social media on theirs.
Well, no, I was asking because, like I said, this personality disorder has kind of hit mainstream discussion. And I'm outside of it being like, I don't know, something that's hereditary. I'm thinking that maybe social media is grooming some of these narcissists that are.
Well, it is. It's just like, oh my God, there's so many things that I can tap off into, but I'm not. It's just like everything that you think I'm thinking about, like coats and stuff. However far you want to take that, or we can go with that. It is.
Right. Yeah, because we talk about being desensitized all the time. There's this movie, a true life movie, where this girl got to fighting with this other girl over a guy, and the girl who was getting her tail beat went into her purse and got a knife that she was carrying, and she claimed that she was just going to scare the girl with, but the girl ran into it, and she was literally laying on the ground bleeding out, dying, but people were just taking their phone filming it.
Everything is a movie in our new world.
So yeah, that lack of empathy and stuff, it all comes with being desensitized. But if I must answer my own question, I do think social media, the internet, is brewing narcissist behavior. Is definitely grooming narcissist behavior.
It is, but you know what else is adding to it? What a lot of people are doing, and it's adding to it. I don't know if I can say it. I don't want to get in trouble, but drinking and drugs. Drinking and drugs play a lot of it too.
How so, Lisa? Go into a little bit detail there.
A lot of people, Jesus, man, I wish I could call some names. Nah,
You
I can't.
call A, B, C, D.
These are people that I know. A lot of people cannot socialize if they're not intoxicated or if they're not under the influence of drugs. A lot of people can't work, and they would tell you, I got to have it. I can't function without it. That might be true. I don't want to sit here and make it seem like the people who I'm using this word narcissist is for. I don't want to make it seem like that they're bad people. It's just that that's their behavior. That's what I see a lot of.
Yeah.
And it's starting to come more and more like the LGBTQ. I'm starting to see it a lot like that. This narcissist community is growing, and I see it everywhere. It used to be a time when a child had ADHD, something like that.
Yep.
And they put him on this medicine. I know the name of some of the medicines, and it'll calm the child down. But if the child didn't take the medicine, the child act out. So now with this new word in our new era, a lot of people out here, they're just doing it for attention, a lot of it. Because I have family members who don't need to get high, but they do it because they can go to the doctor and tell the doctor, my head hurt, my back hurt, I can't do this, I can't do that, and get a card to get some weed to go to eat, to go to sleep. And when you wake up, whatever it is that you're dealing with, narcissism, that one right there, it's still there. But you're playing the woe is me type of thing. How would you handle that if you couldn't get drinking and drugs? How would you handle that then? And like the ones who thrive on attention, I'm gonna say girl A. I'm Falisa Janae. Girl A used to be with me a lot. Okay, girl A could get anything free with me as long as she was with me. And she was with me, she was good. And it got to the point I had to ask her on the almost towards the end, are you Falisa Janae or me? She was, when I say craving, fighting, thriving for that attention. That name calling bull crap I hate in the industry. I hate when people call people names just to get certain things done. If you can't go with your own name or whatever you've done good, don't throw my name in it. Girl A used to do that a lot.
Oh, wow.
In the end, it all came out. Girl A just used to be with me because of Falisa Janae.
So that I see that being a trait. I do. I don't know if it falls under.
I've seen it. I've seen this. I didn't know, back then, back in 21 and 22, I didn't know it was a name for it. I would just say, oh, she bipolar. Oh, she this or she that. Johnny come here lately. Cedric Fitzner says arrogance. That's part of it too. Said.
Yeah, arrogance is one. Having a dismissive attitude towards other people. Yeah. And now what you just described, Lisa, with girl A, I think you said girl A. Maybe that falls under entitlement. They seem to have a sense of entitlement, expecting that they deserve special treatment and that others should cater to them. So
I'm getting ready to do a show. You show up to my hotel room 45 minutes before it's time for me to leave the hotel, and you want me to do your makeup. Who going on stage, me or you?
Oh, wow.
It was a lot of that though. Not just with her, with girl A. It was a lot of it. But the word narcissism. Narcissism. Okay, see, I can, now that you said it like that, narcissism. Okay, I got it. It's sickening, and it's growing thicker and thicker and thicker in our world. So I have elaborated on the 3 things that you broke down on the top of the show. Thank you all so much for chiming in. Welcome to the Ladies Podcast Show. We are here each every other Sunday with my girl Debra, just conversating, and with my girl Velma every other Monday with Resilience Chicks. Did I say it right? Women.
Yep.
And every Tuesday with your girl Falisa, and every Wednesday with my girl Debra, who you guys see tonight, 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time. Y'all please smash like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Hit this barcode right here. Take your phone and just put it there and chime in with us. Everyone that's chiming in with us tonight, thank y'all so very much. We want to hear back from you guys, so just feel free to jump in anytime. Debra has opened the door. I have piggyback off some of the things that she said, so now we're looking for some of you guys to feedback. Linda Baptist says you're absolutely right. Yep.
And don't forget, you guys can join us live as well. You know, if you want to jump on the panel and just have open discussion.
I forgot that one.
We can send it. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead on and drop the link. If you want to come live, I'm just going to drop the link in the chat right quick.
Oh, I got to learn how to do that. I don't know how to move nothing on my mouse. I just sit here and talk. I don't play no music or nothing. So come on, Deb, we're going to get down to question number 2. How can narcissism impact friendships and family relationship? I pretty much just said it.
It's scary. Everything we talk about is exhausting.
It's toxic.
To cater to a personality like that, it's all about me. You should cater to me. What about me? And we didn't even talk about the trait jealousy. That's a big one.
Well, you know, we get, oh girl, come back up some. Well, you know, I was letting my chair up and let it down. Okay. Well, you know, we have 5 questions here. So it's like so much that we can cover. And we're gonna get ahead of ourselves, seem like, because question number 2, I already pretty much have answered that, because I was feeding back, picking back off of what your the 3 scenarios that you broke down. How can narcissism impact friendship and family and relationships? I'm telling you, I'm going through something like that, like I said, on a personal level right now with someone in my family that's very dear, close, and near to me. And I tried to make excuses for it. I tried to overlook some things, but it just has gone from bad to worse, and it's just been going on. Sound like I heard something out there fall or something. But and it's just been going on for a long time. And I
Lisa, everything okay?
It sounds like somebody bamming on my floor on my porch door, on my porch. Sound like somebody's hitting something.
You want to go check it?
No, because I lock my door and do all kinds of stuff when I get ready to go live. No. And I put out a memo last night. Don't nobody call me tomorrow between 6 and 7. So anyway, so with question number 2, with family relationship,
right.
And only because of who the person is, the reason why I'm starting to see like a lot of it, and I feel like that, that person is in that, in that arena with that. So, but if you have something that you want to elaborate to question number 2, let's rock and roll.
No. Well, one of the things I was gonna say, I mean, of course, it can damage your relationship or your friendship, and I can only imagine, if you're, depending on how long you've been involved with that person, and you finally realize that this is who they are, and you finally break away in the friendship, in the relationship, I can only imagine the sigh of relief because everything we just talked about and described is exhausting to me. I can imagine always having to pray.
Oh my God.
I can imagine. Okay, you always think somebody is envious of you. If you're not jealous of someone else, oh, they just jealous of what I have. They're envious of what I got going on. To have just in the mind of a narcissist alone, that is a lot. And then you project that onto other people. So yeah, I can only imagine it can leave scars. I've heard stories where it takes
Oh my God, yes.
therapy. Yeah, they even have therapy for people who come out of
Yeah.
narcissism. That thing is deep.
I'm telling you, it's growing into a community of its own. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I was just saying. And
Wow.
and you know, how can a narcissist? I had it in my head. How can narcissism? Say it again, Debra.
You said it, narcissism.
Narcissism impact friendships and family relationships. It can cut deep. It can cause you to probably never have nothing to do with each other again, because to this day, 2024, October 2024, I have yet to have anything to do with girl A to this day.
Wow. I mean, because I know, I'm sure you don't miss.
No. If I did, it ended so bad, and I was scared I was going to jail or prison of anything, because I was ready to fight most of them, because it got just that bad. And it got bad. I mean, it went from A to Z like in 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
Like 10 minutes. Now I was browsing over question number 3. What can someone do if they think that they are being that they are dealing with a narcissist? The guy that I was dating was one. And boy, the one I told, I don't know if I shared a whole lot about him, but I'm just gonna say, boy, A. Let me tell you how he used to do his. He was so bad with it, and he didn't even try to hide it. Not in the end. He will go through the whole Bible, okay, and he will pick out. I'm about to go there. We're talking about behind the mirror, revealing the hidden truth of narcissism. He will go through that Holy Bible and pick out everything in that Bible that was good for him. No fault.
No fault.
He will go through that same Bible and pick out everything that I was doing wrong. And then he had the audacity to start telling me his favorite word.
What was it?
He would tell me all the time, Falisa, you won't humble yourself.
Wait a minute, Lisa, was this a pastor, a deacon, or?
I wanted to pay this man some attention. I'm like, you ugly so-and-so and so-and-so, you, and what the hell?
Is this a deacon, a pastor?
He wasn't nothing. He was the damn devil.
Was he on the usher board?
He was the devil. He was a narcissist. He always wanted me to tell him how good he was doing. I don't know how deep I can go. See, he always wanted me to put him up on a pedestal.
Okay.
And in the beginning, when I was getting to know him and saw some of the things he was doing, because he was doing some great things for this particular artist, and I was in the midst of it. So I saw a lot, and I was like, oh wow, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm in this type of presence and this stuff and that. And girl, I mean, when we would get back in the car or the hotel or behind the scenes, all he wanted me to hear me say was, "Ooh, you did that. You got it going on," and just splurge his name, on what he could do. Now, don't get me wrong. He put me in a different arena. He put me there, and he did a lot for me. But boy, did I have to pay for it.
Well, Lisa, did you experience? Okay, so for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, you were in a relationship with narcissist.
Wherever he is now, he is still the same, because when his mom passed about a year or two ago, and we didn't talk on the phone, but we were texting. Same stuff that he was saying when we was together. What, 7, 8 years later? Same stuff. Yeah. That boy is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Well, one of the things that did he try to separate you from your family and friends? Because that's one of the key things they say the narcissists do.
And he was always telling me, like he knew my folks. He was always lying and telling me stuff that they would say. He didn't even know my family and friends like that. He didn't even have, the only way he could communicate with them, like everybody that I would introduce him to, if they were on Facebook, he would, smart now, he was one of them smart ones. He would get their names, and go to Facebook and find them, send them a friend request and start inboxing. No lie.
No.
I can call some names, baby, but I don't want to get in trouble. But I can call some of my family members' name very close and dear to me that he did that to.
No, that's wild.
And he would always tell them, see, Falisa this and Falisa that. Falisa won't listen. Falisa won't humble herself. And I didn't even know, I didn't even know anything was going on with us. I like I said, back then, I didn't know it was a real word. I used to just say crazy.
Right.
Got some screws loose, but no.
It is kind of, I'm telling you, everything that we talked about so far about what a narcissist is kind of scary, to be honest.
It's very scary.
And it seemed like it would almost be impossible to not recognize one.
They don't see it. This person that's near and dear to me right now that I'm having this thing with, girl B, do not see it.
How is that?
I mean, everybody else but self. But how in the world does everybody complain about one you for the same thing?
And this person has a lot of the traits we just talked about?
All of them.
Okay, what about now this, like I was saying, this whole isolation thing, you and trying to isolate you from your family and friends, and you find yourself off to the corner by yourself, and at the same time they beating down on your self-esteem because you can't seem to do anything right. Everything. They always want you to pour into them when you already ain't got nothing, but you running off fumes. That's a scary person.
And say things to make you feel sorry for them. Try to make you feel guilty.
That's a scary person to be in a relationship with, Lisa.
That's why I need to introduce Girl B to some HELP.
Seriously, I mean, now they say therapy can help, but it's going to be a long, tough journey. For, like you said, she don't even recognize herself, and you done play the conversation back to her.
You got to want to do it, Debra. You got to be able to recognize it and admit it. And when you're that type of person, they will never admit it. Girl B would never admit it. Never.
Well, yeah, that's one of the personality traits. They will not admit when they're wrong, but they will tell you wrong all day long.
All day long.
That you don't know what you're talking about.
So Facebook Live, YouTube Live, here we are. You guys, we want to hear some feedback from you all. We know this is a very tight subject tonight, but it has to be addressed. We do podcasts, and like we say all the time, we can't just sit here and just tickle y'all ears all the time, because this word narcissism is real. It's very real. And that community is growing very, very thick. Y'all may know somebody who is doing these things and acting out, and you may say, why all of a sudden they start acting this way, or why all of a sudden it's like they have changed behavior pattern. You need to pay attention. Right. I'm telling you. So if you guys want to come in and chime in tonight, please feel free, because like Debra said, we were supposed to have had a panel tonight, but our third young lady, Miss Velma, she's not here, but she is supposed to be coming in and commenting, right, Debra? If she come in. If not, we're going to carry on. But we want you guys to come in. Like Debra said, there's the link. Wait, there's the link.
It's in the comments.
There's the link over there, right there, highlighted in the blue. If somebody want to chime in, come in on video. If you have something you want to say and you may not want to feel like typing all that, you can chime in right here on the link, and we will put you up on the big screen, so all three of us can see each other and we can talk about this. So yeah, we're gonna go into question number 4. Go with it, Debra. Let's go. Let's roll.
And I'm gonna say this before we go into question number 4.
Okay.
I know typically we have a lot of interaction in the comments, and I'm going to say with tonight's show, maybe I'm going to look at it as a positive. You guys have had the fortunate event of not being involved with a narcissist. You haven't had any friendships with a narcissist. I know I haven't. You haven't been in any romantic relationships with a narcissist.
Woo!
Haven't. I haven't, based on what we just talked about. If I think about my family members, I don't think so. And it could be my lack of involvement with them now, because I did, move away from home and gone. So it could be my lack of interaction with them too. But so I'm just going to say, you guys, you maybe you don't have too much feedback because you haven't experienced one, and that's a good thing.
or maybe they're listening and learning, and maybe they're saying, wow, that's what it could be. I figured it was something, but I just couldn't quite put my finger on it. Maybe they're learning and listening to us, because that's a hard word, Debra. Word. That's not an easy word. That's why I ask you, like, on top of the show, could you throw out another word that they could kind of like relate to? Because a lot of people really, they hear it or have heard it, but they really don't know what it is, because a lot of us don't like to read, and a lot of us, if it's not mess on social media, we don't really get involved with a lot of educational things that we're supposed to. But this subject tonight, and I was so hoping that Velma would come on.
Right.
But this subject tonight, behind the mirror, that's like Michael Jackson, his song, I'm standing with the man in the mirror, who he was talking about himself. And the revealing of the hidden truths about narcissism. This is a hard subject. And are watching, we see the live people on here. People are watching, and they're just trying to understand. So now that when you can guarantee when we get off and they're going to go and talk to somebody, maybe some family members or friends or somebody, they're going to be like, I saw them ladies on this show last night or yesterday or whenever. And you know what? I think my friend so-and-so and so-and-so, because we've been going through this and this and that and that. I think, because I have been telling you about this one particular person that was coming live and stopped coming live, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It does make you go through a mental checklist.
Yeah, you have to pay attention. It's all right to laugh and giggle and tickle people's ears, and it's all right to be in love and talk about the beauty of love and all this kind of stuff. But baby, we got some real life down the street, up the road, around the corner with nothing. It's going.
And I just gotta say this, Magic Smith. I think I recall you from another episode, and you just dropping lyrics left and right, and you dropping lyrics right now. All I do is think about you, me loving you, you loving me. Lisa, that sound familiar. Magic Smith, you don't know.
I really don't know. Are those lyrics, Debra?
I don't know. He was dropping lyrics on one of the episodes, and
I know he and the other guy was, but
all I do is think about you, me loving you, you love me. Okay, I don't know. I just keep pushing. I keep it moving.
Thank y'all so much for chiming in. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to another wonderful Wednesday here on the Ladies Podcast.
Wonderful Wednesday. All right, question number 4. Are there any signs that might help identify narcissistic behavior early on?
Girl.
All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to call out some. I'm going to run it down, Lisa. I'm going to run it down, audience.
Give me my water.
These traits down. Look, we learned it tonight. I'm going to run these traits down. And then if you see any of them, write them down if you want. If you see any of these traits in anybody, then you just go through your little mental checklist. Like we talked about, being, grandiosity, inflated self of importance, need for admiration, need for attention, lack of empathy, don't care about nobody else's feelings but their own, sense of entitlement, they deserve special treatment, Manipulative behavior. I don't think we elaborate on that one. Using others to achieve their own goals, often deceitful or exploitative. That that's when you guys really need to look out for that manipulation. Gaslighting, the new word for today, the new word of today for manipulation is now, I think, it's gaslighting. They're one and the same.
Okay.
Gaslighting you, making you feel like if you don't do this, they're trying to make you feel bad. If you tell them no or don't do something, manipulative. All right, jealousy.
I spoke of that.
Jealousy. We talked about jealousy.
Yeah.
Arrogance.
Yeah.
Inability to handle criticism. You're gonna get a strong reaction. Nope, like your friend said, no, that ain't none of me. That ain't none of me. They can get anger and humiliated. They can't handle the criticism. And then they are preoccupied with fantasies. They get caught up in their own little stardom world, starstruck world. I'm this, I'm that, I'm successful, I got all this power, I'm smart, I'm brilliant. I'm someone you want to love, you want to be in a relationship with. So those are some things you guys can look out for.
Let me tell you something. I'm so glad Big Daddy didn't meet Falisa Janae first.
Why you say that? Why you say that, Lisa?
I'm so glad he didn't meet her first. Because, dealing with men, the guy, boy A, that I was dealing with for the 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you think longevity, like maybe he could be the one. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's start talking futuristic. Let's start making future plans and things of that nature. He was caught up into me, the artist, Falisa Janae.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, when we met, I can't say who he met because I met him. It wasn't even supposed to be a meet and greet. I was with someone else, somewhere else, with them doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
I was just there for her moral support, and he was there, and we met. And within a month, or 3 weeks to a month, I was on a whole nother level as an artist.
Okay.
And he used that thing, my name thing. So when I met Big Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know her. He didn't know anything about her. He never got caught up into her. When he found out who she was at a restaurant, a fan, worked at the restaurant. And said, "Oh Lord, Falisa Janae's in the house. I know you're gonna say my song. I got that on my phone for my ringtone." Came up, and he was looking, and I'm looking at her, and we was in Cracker Barrel, okay? I'm looking at, because he's facing me, one little small table. He's sitting there, and I'm looking at her like trying to say, don't do that. But he's looking dead at me, and she take out drink order, go get her phone, come back playing the song. Boom! Now he know who I am.
Oh,
I Love You song. The song everybody hear on the radio, right? I don't listen to radio. So I people tell me all the time they play it to this day. When I took my daughter to the doctor today, that's what we were talking about. Mama, I don't never listen to the radio. I don't never listen to the radio. I listen to my phone. I go to YouTube or whatever. So when he found out I was she, as many times we have been in the vehicle together, that song has come on the radio. I have never sung along with that young lady. I act just like I didn't know that song. How many times he has sat over there in the driver's seat and trying to mimic and singing some of that song. About 4 months in, this man has never heard me sing a word because I didn't want him to meet her.
Right.
And this young lady, this waitress, gave me away. He never changed to this day from the man he was that night sitting in that restaurant.
Okay. That's a good sign.
He did. He asked me why you didn't tell me early on. Why you feel like you couldn't tell me or something like that. And I told him because I never wanted to go into another relationship with someone getting to know her. She has gotten me in a lot of trouble. I want you to meet Lisa. Because after all that you're going to be dealing with is Lisa. You're not going to be dealing with her that much.
Right.
And 5 years later, he hasn't dealt with her that much. He just got a chance to see me perform for the first time this past July in 5 years.
Was that when you made the video?
Which
Down
one?
in the city?
No.
In the city.
I made that video last year in September.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he wasn't even he didn't even come to the video shoot. No locations where I was.
Okay.
He just embraced it when he found out. He stuck his chest out a little bit and felt, like a big man. And he told me, but he never to this day has shoved it down my throat or made me feel. I never bragged. I never bragged. Like when he introduced me to people, he said, they play her song on the radio, and I just stand back like this. And then when they ask me, Charlotte, sing a little bit, and I go, no.
I bet you hate that. We're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that.
I'm here for that. But I said all that to say that's how boy A made me feel, and he threw her up in my face. What all he did for her, what he's getting ready to do for her. Positions he had put her in and things that he had paid for her. No. And I was just picking back off of what you said, the way how you broke that down.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, Miss Kiki 14, how you doing? Thank you for joining the show. We're talking about
narcissism.
Intrusive narcissism. We're knee deep into this conversation. B. Walter said there are some early signs that can help spot narcissistic behavior. People who are narcissistic often really want others to admire them. They might put others down to feel better about themselves. Now, that didn't happen to you, Lisa, did it? Did he put you down to make himself feel better?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Back then, 7-8 years ago, this word right here, I had never heard of it. So, but it wasn't bipolar. But at the time, that's all I knew, or we knew. That was like the most familiar word besides, oh, you just crazy, or you just schizophrenic. You got split personality. So, and then, like I said, when his mom passed about 2 years ago, and he reached out to me via text, after he tells me about the death and and then and he got married. He got married, after his mom died, and he started that same old bull crap up again, asking me to, do I want to go on a trip with him? And I'm like, no, you got a whole wife. And then he started that whole little thing up, telling me I won't humble myself. And, she nothing to do with that. You don't have to mention her to me. You can always be my baby. I was with you first. We was together 3 years or whatever. We're supposed to be doing this and doing that. And it was just a lot of that old stuff, like Tina told Ike. I was wondering when old Ike Turner was going to show up.
I remember that scene.
That's exactly how he was. But now your mama's dead, so you don't have a reason to reach out to me no more. So I put him on the block list. He's been on block ever since.
Well, that sounds like where he needed to be.
Yes.
B. Walter said they usually don't seem to care about how others feel. That's that lack of empathy that we talked about.
Yep.
They think they're better than everyone else. Yep. Grandiosity, personality, and always need attention. Ooh, these people might also change things to make sure everyone is looking. What? It's a lot. I said it once. I said it twice. I said it again. It's a lot, and I don't see. Well, like you said, now that there's a proper term for it, there's a proper diagnosis for it, and maybe people are just becoming more aware that, hey, I am involved with the narcissist. They got a term for it now.
That community is growing so fast. Look at all this stuff that's like all the shooting and stuff that's going on in these schools and things like that.
Yeah, that is happening still, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one last question we're going to dive into, Lisa, before we wrap up tonight's show.
Come on, pretty lady.
Yeah, look, if you are just joining, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Ladies Podcast Show. The Ladies Podcast Show. We got a lineup for you that is scrolling at the bottom. Check it out. Check it out. And when you do, hit that notification button so you will be notified when we go live. Sometimes me and Lisa just feel like just jumping on here, so it may not necessarily just line up.
You ain't joking.
Like Lisa said, she can do a show every day.
I can do 3 a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That would be a treat, Lisa.
I can do
think about that.
More than that, but girl,
that'd be a treat,
honey.
All right. How can we protect ourselves from the negative effects of narcissism in our lives? I think if you identify the traits early on, I gave out a list of them, did a rundown, a list of them. Identify the traits early on so you don't get so deeply involved with that person. It's easier to pull away. Because what I'm hearing, once they get their claws into you, once they got a grip on you, because it's not them beating down your self-esteem, making it feel like they're better than you. There's nothing you can do right. You're always wrong. So once they done beat the life out of you, you ain't got no energy to fight back, to pull yourself up. But it's possible. Don't get me wrong. It is possible. And so once that grip loosens, you go ahead on and you work your way out of that thing and run.
And then I'm going to add to that, Debra, and also like a narcissist person, that I've been seeing this another trait in some of the people that I've been kind of seeing it in. They don't ever have anything good to say about anybody. They always like putting people down, like downgrading people. It don't matter how hard a person is trying to do something. It could be something as simple as putting together a party, putting together a getaway. Like, let's just go on a weekend getaway.
Yeah.
I've been around people here lately. They just have so many complaints. They are just so toxic. Nothing good to say. And if you involve them in it, invite them in it, they don't want to go. They want to go, but they don't want to go because of their pride. But they'll sit back and wait for you to put pictures or whatever on social media platform, whichever platform you decide. And they'll sit and gawk and watch everything, but they won't say anything.
Won't say a word.
But they'll tell Lisa all about them. That's how I know you've seen it.
Oh, wow.
Ask a bunch of questions. Why you ask me all this? Why you didn't come?
And so the other side of that too, if you are a victim, I'm going to say you're a victim if you're in a relationship with a narcissist. But if you are the narcissist, and I know it may be hard for you to identify with a lot of what we just said because that's part of the disorder. That's not me. You're always right. But, there is therapy out there. I'm just learning that there is therapy. And Lisa shared there is a medication for it, because I can only imagine it could help you feel better too, just about life in general. Because if there's nothing positive to say, I can only imagine how you view the world. You got to view the world as this ugly place where nothing good comes of it. So I would implore you to get help, and for those who are involved, seek help as well. I mean, because it can't be a healthy existence.
It's not. It's not, and it's I know I sound like a broken record here, but this is what we're talking about. Behind the mirror, revealing the hidden truth of narcissism. If a lot of people are saying the same thing to you, you're dealing with people, and if a lot of those people are sharing with you a lot of the same complaints, watching your behavior change, watching a lot of things about you change. Like, you went from being really nice and sweet to all of a sudden, like, you're messy, you're always bringing drama and you're just not happy. And when you're talking, all of your conversations are so freaking negative. It's like you just suck the life out of people. It has gotten to the point where people don't want to be around you. People don't want to talk to you. They don't want to engage with you. Y'all watch your people.
Mm-hmm.
Your people. I'm telling you, it's real. And it's growing. It's getting bigger. That community is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So yeah, this has been a very informative topic for me. I learned something from it for sure, and I'm gonna have my eyes open, my ears pierced, to because I want to know if I'm, when I meet new people, I want to know, what I'm getting involved with because I know the type of person I am. When I connect with someone, I really connect, and I'm all in. And so it's important to know what type of people all that you are connecting with. So we hope that you something from tonight's show. I know it's been pretty quiet out there, but I hope it's because you guys are listening and were able to take something from it. And I just hope the conversation has been helpful because, like Lisa said, it's growing. It's making a lot of noise out there, and we got enough to deal with. There's enough chaos in the world.
Yeah, you're seeing it on the news. News anchors are talking about it. You're seeing it on social media a lot. So it's out there. It's just that a lot of people don't want to. Um, a lot of people just don't want to say that it is. A lot of them they don't want to get help. They shunning away from it. A lot of people don't want to say, well, I have to take medicine for this, or I need to go and sit down and talk to a shrink. I'm not crazy. Why should I go and sit down and talk to a therapist or, whatever? You need to talk to somebody. So, I'm just gonna put it out there. You need to do something, and I'm not gonna tell you to go to the drugs and alcohol. I'm not gonna send you there. I'm gonna ask you to go and get some professional help because the longer you ignore it, the longer because most of the time it's the ones that's in the background that can see it, but the person that's in it that's dealing with it and going through it, they can't see it.
Right.
They don't want to accept anything.
Right.
They're just saying, oh, woe is me. Everybody's going against me. I ain't doing nothing. They be the first to say, I ain't doing nothing. I didn't do nothing. But you the main one. You're the talk of the town. Everybody ain't lying. Everybody ain't saying the same thing. Thank y'all so much for chiming into our show tonight. Please subscribe, like, and follow us here on our YouTube channel. Thank y'all. Please check Debra out every other Sunday. You just missed her this past Sunday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, with Just Conversating. Every other Monday with Velma Gibbons Warren with Resilient Chicks.
That's right.
6 Central, 7 Eastern time here on the Ladies Podcast. Myself on Terrific Tuesdays, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, same time, y'all. I'm here doing it all, talking about everything and nothing. Then on Wonderful Wednesday, I come right back with my beautiful girl, my sister Debra, and we do it all over again. Y'all, we have a screen right here. So just take a picture of it, share it, send it to your coworkers, send it to your pastor, your first lady, your deacons, your mother board, the usher board. If you still got a Sunbeam Junior choir, send it, adult choir, send it to them. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. Tonight's show, we was talking about Behind the Mirror, revealing the hidden truths about narcissism. And it is real. It is very real. Thanks to everybody that chimed in and shared your beautiful comments. As always, we appreciate you guys for your hour of power. Next month, we're coming up on a year, and we would like to get some feedback from you all on how we should celebrate our 1-year anniversary. If we don't hear nothing from you all by the 31st of this month, Debra and I and Velma, we're just going to go with what we know.
We'll go with something. We'll make it special.
Cupcake and blow it out.
Thank you, Miss Kiki. Wonderful. Miss Kiki said, wonderful show tonight. Very serious topic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I hope, it kind of, it help people. That's what we want to do on this show, is help people. So, and help ourselves, of course. So thank you for your feedback. Lisa, you want to send us off?
Thank y'all so much for chiming in tonight. We love you. We'll see you back next week. And I think October is month recognized for breast cancer month. So y'all probably gonna see me in pink all week, just like for Valentine's. February, you're gonna see me in red all month. You're gonna see me in pink all month. I guess I said all week, but I meant all month. Thank you guys so much for chiming in. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Subscribe, smash that subscribe button to the latest podcast. We love you guys. Have a good night.
Good night.